Hi and welcome to Ukulele Lessons Easy 1B. Today we're going to be doing the song Oh Susanna in your music book on page 37. I want to make sure that you do your chord clock exercise before you do this song, and make sure that you preview the music before you start. So in other words, if you went ahead and previewed the music, you're going to notice that there's two rests that I highlighted. One's kind of in the middle of the song at the end there in the third line, and one's in the other line, following line that's down. Make sure you're aware of that, or you can highlight them and to remind you that you're going to stop there, just a pause to add a little dynamic to the song. Once again, we're doing Oh Susanna, page 37 in your music book. Hopefully at this time you have already done your chord clock exercise in the previous tutorial before you start this song. And like I said, you preview the music, making sure that you can do all the chord changes before you start the song as well. I'm going to be doing two strums, free finger strum and then a thumb strum, two versions. Keep in mind that for this first version of the, we're talking about the straight strum, which is basically just up and down. One way to modify this drum, what I do is I keep the finger a little stiff, almost acting as a pick, so when going up and down, it kind of stays firm, as opposed to the gallop strum where the hand is moving. The straight up and down strum, the finger kind of stays stiff, almost like a pick if you were holding a pick. And then when I'm doing my thumb strum, keep in mind that I don't just come down like this. My thumb's a little bit curved for my free thumb strum. In fact, sometimes you can use a partial nail and flesh coming down, just to let you know that before we start. Okay, so if you've done all the necessary things before we start the song, you're ready to go. Let's make sure that we're in tune. G, C, E, A. Make sure ukulele is in tune before you start. If you need to, pause the tutorial, tune up your ukulele, and then come on back. Okay, page 37 in the music book. The song is Oh Susanna. We're going to give you 4 count. I'm going to do free finger strum first. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee, and I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left. The weather, it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Oh Susanna, don't you cry for me. I've come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Okay, if you notice that I stopped at the rest in the music, so please highlight them if you need to. Okay, now I'm going to do the free thumb strum. And the free thumb strum is coming, more or less coming down on the downward strum, not necessarily up and down. Okay? So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Kind of like that, okay? And notice that my thumb is not so much coming down like this, but coming down more like this. Like, you see how the thumb is more facing the ukulele, kind of, as opposed to facing up. Okay. So in other words, when we end songs, we normally come down to a free thumb strum, but it's the thumb is facing upwards and you're coming down on the last chord as such. In this particular strum, the thumb is more like facing the ukulele like this. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I come from Alabama with this banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left. The weather, it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with this banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Okay, so back to the tutorial. Try those songs a few more times, and then when you're ready for the next lesson, we'll see you there.